Today, we're going to be making a drop similar to the one found in Dillon Francis' tune, Still Not Butter. Coming at you.
Still can't believe it's not butter.
Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FinishBetterMusic.com, where we believe great producers aren't born, they're trained. Now, every week on this channel, I upload a new tutorial where I show you how to create music similar to popular artists. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. Today, I'm going to be recreating a drop similar to the one from the legend Dillon Francis. Dillon Francis is one of my all-time favorite producers, and his sound is so crisp, groovy, full, and just dialed in. In this video, you're going to learn how to make the drums, the bass, the synths, the effects, but more importantly, you're going to learn the why behind why I do things, so that you can apply these techniques to your own songs and improve with every one. Now, there's a link down below to our free Finish Better Music sample packs, project files, and PDF guides, one of them being our release ready checklist, and this details the 3 most important things to get right before releasing your music. Now, if you want to go deeper with me, consider checking out our music mentoring program at FinishBetterMusic.com. We've helped our students finish music that's gained hundreds of thousands of streams, been supported by artists such as Tiesto, Chami, and Marshmello, and signed to major labels such as Confessions, Dim Mak, and Ministry of Sound. There's a link down in the description below. You can check out exactly what the program consists of, what our students accomplished, and how to apply for a free feedback and strategy session. On that session, we look at one of your tracks, give you detailed feedback on it, and give you a plan to move forward and how to improve. And then from there, we can choose together whether to work together or not. So if that sounded interesting to you, linked in the description. All right, let's get into the song, baby. Okay, let's talk about this tune. First off, Dillon Francis, obviously a super badass, been crushing it out for years, signed to Mad Decent. He was pretty much the, I don't want to say first guy, but he was like one of the main guys that made Moombahton popular among like, especially like the EDM kind of stuff. Really just forward thinking dude. A couple of his albums are just next level. I don't even know how he thought of some of this stuff, but this is one of my favorite songs, and one of our students from my mentoring program, he actually wanted to know how to recreate this song, and I thought I'd just make a YouTube video and share it with everybody. So first off, I did do a little bit of breakdown of what's going on in the breakdown section. So just quickly, I'll just go over that. So we can hear, if we break down and listen to what's going on here, there's a big horn sound. There's also the drums going, like the snare drums going off there to give it rhythm. There's also, if we listen to this at the beginning of the song, there's this. That's getting repeated here too. And it's slightly changing in pitch. And then also there is this like this underlining like low pad sound that's just going And honestly, that's pretty much it. Like, he just has those things layered over, and then at the ends of every bar, whoop, 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 whoop. And then it goes into this section.
Can't believe it's not butter.
And I just separated this because this is where I want to start off the track, because I'm going to be turning this one on. So basically, this is the same. He cuts out the highs off of the snare drums and has them slowly building in here. Now, what makes this track so awesome, Moombahton, I just love 112 BPM or 110 BPM. I think it sounds sick. It's got such a good vibe to it. It's not so fast. It just, I don't know, it just slams. It sounds super hard. This, especially paired with some of like the EDM-y kind of sounds with it, really makes things just super duper fat. Now, with this, I'm going to be using our Finish Better Music sample pack. That's a free download. You can download this down below, and I'm going to get right into it. So another thing to note is in F minor, one of my favorite keys. The F just sounds so juicy when it comes to dance music, the low note of everything. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go into my drums. I'm going to go into the kicks here. I like that kick. So we'll grab this kick right here. And we know that it goes on all of the sounds pretty good. This also might, I'm going to duplicate this. I might actually use this kick as well. Let's just see here. Just want to bring this up to the forefront. To the very, very front. Oops. There we go. Set 1.1 from here. Boom. So now we have, this kick, and I'm probably just going to cut it off like halfway. I do kind of like the... Yeah, that one's got like more of a thuddy kick to it. So I'm actually going to use this kick. So we got this kick. If we listen to Dillon Francis's drop section, it has this big thick sound, and then it goes into so we are going to just listen for the drums here. So it is a very small kick, but what I'm listening for is the clap. So it's kind of like it's just like a very like not very long clap. And one thing we can learn from the MIDI is that there is a transient happening. Not the MIDI, but from the audio, there is a transient happening before. So this, as opposed to tech house and some bass house tunes, the clap happens before. So I am going to actually go in here. I'm going to warp this. I'm going to make this set 1.1 from here, and I'm going to pretty much do it the same as that he does it in the exact same spot. So right there, I'm going to turn this off. Now I'm probably going to layer it with something, maybe with this one as well. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm just going to put that. And honestly, maybe even layer it one more time with this longer clap. Now I know this isn't a loop. Yeah, so I actually might just cut this right here and dial this in so that the reverb just isn't going crazy here. So I'm just going to dial this in because I do like the reverb of this one. It does make it super... and if we want, we can give it this one a little bit of saturation. I like that. And now I'm going to duplicate this. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to take the reverb off of it, or give this one more. Just because on the last one of his one, it actually goes and then maybe a little bit more on this one. Here, I like the sounds of that. And then he brings in hi-hats later. They do kind of sound like kind of trappy kind of hi-hats. So I'm not going to really go into that much. Let's see if I have... Oh, that's actually really cool. I might actually just put this weird loop here. That'll probably come in the second little bit here. That's the trap one. We don't want that. So then for the bass line, let's get the bass.
So this guy hit me up on Tinder last night, and the first thing I did was check out his SoundCloud.
Not another shitty producer.
Yeah, you guessed it. His mixes were so unbalanced and weak.
Gross. He probably learned everything on YouTube. Such a turnoff.
Yeah, he had no idea how to compress his drums either.
I just wish more guys knew what they were doing in the studio.
Right? Guys who know exactly how much distortion to use. Oh, it turns me on so much.
It gets so wet when a guy can make a song that can keep me interested all the way to the end.
Oh my god, yes, there's nothing hotter than an interesting song and a mix that sounds good on every system.
So the first bass hit is a very thick and like strong. It's a really nice sounding bass sound. So again, I'll probably just use a sample for this. So if I go into my bass, let's see what kind of shots I got going. We'll probably use something like this for the other bass. Something like this. We want it just nice and thick and juicy. Again, just to double check things, just start 1.1 from here, and there we go. Now this is an F. Now we look just at the MIDI and we know that it stops right as that thing drops. So we're going to bring that over to there, and we want to just to set our kick trig. I want to give this a little bit of... There we go. And then we can actually just see exactly where he's got it. And it is just on the bass line here. Now, what was one of... This is an F minor. So we just want to bring this down. Let's warp it and bring it down to F. And probably just bring it over like that. Do 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 do. And then at the end there, just like, and it does have like boingy sound to it, which is really cool. So ours sounds like this. And what happens in there? In his? Oh yeah, there's definitely yeah, so that I don't love that bass sound. I did know in this EDM Essential pack that it is, I think it's in synths, I think it's in bass pluck that was a really good one. Something like that. So that's in D. So we want to, what is this? I always forget. D, 1, 2, 3, up 3. So bring it up 3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll just chop out this, fade off the ends so that it is not sounding weird, and then just drag this bad boy out. Something like this. That's okay. This is actually in F, so let's try this bad boy out. There we go. That one's pretty bang on. So, and then we could also find, like, there's also other things that we could do. So we could go to stabs. This is also cool. This is where I really just like to go to town, especially with the layering kind of stuff, is just go in. This is a cool fucking sound in here. It's also cool. Let's see if we can layer this bad boy. I just need to pause this for a second. So, these are all F minor, so if we listen. So actually layering all those has been pretty sweet. We want to just check out. This one's got some low end in it, so we don't need all the double low end in it. Same with this one. We can cut out some of the low end in this one. And this just gives all this stuff texture. And I like the end of this, so that's actually pretty cool. And this sounds like it goes do 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 do. Yeah, so it sounds like these three notes are do 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 do. These ones are like raised up. So if it's in F, then we probably, let's just warp all these. So if it's in F, we probably go up to Oh no, that sounds terrible. Maybe up 1. Sounds okay. Might go down 1 maybe. Let's go to beats. That sounds better. Now what I would do, because this has got okay bass, I'd probably layer a sub underneath here of these notes just to keep them a little bit fresher. And then we want just something at the end. So I'll go back to the Finish Better Music sound pack. I want to maybe get something like this maybe at the end. So I'm going to again put another MIDI or audio track in here. And this is an F sharp minor. So maybe we bring this back down to F sharp. Let me just go to there. And then they have another. And then it's just like another stab and pretty much rinse and repeat. So I'm just going to duplicate all that again. And then maybe like in this case, maybe I just start off with this stab. And then take this one out of there and just. There might actually be another note right there. Yeah, there's definitely another note right there. It's just sidechain. Not super digging that sound. Oh, this sound actually would sound cool over top of this. Let's give it a little bit of saturation. There we go, that sounds cool. That also sounds cool. This is an F, so let's bring another one in here. Probably put this one at the end of the bar. And something I like to do, especially with these kind of things, is just drag them to like where I kind of want them. So like if I want that there, I'm literally just going to drag it. Sounds cool. Maybe actually put this one here. Sick. Let's see what effects we kind of got here. Got an uplifter. Oh, I like that one, so I'm going to put that in here as well. And probably put this one towards the end here. Just tame it off a little bit. Yeah, that sounds sick. If you're getting any value of this, please smash the like button, and because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to go over and check me out on Instagram, it's Tom Anthony. Again, I have a bunch of production tips that I like to post on here. I like to keep the YouTube for the more tutorial stuff. This is all some updates on my music. So I had a music song. A track came out on Panther's Groove a little bit ago, and the song's doing really, really well. So if you want to go check that out, you can check it out. And I also had a South Park song, and all my other releases are on here, along with all the stuff that shows about the tutorials. And I usually post every day. I also reply to all my DMs, so hit me up if you have any questions about anything. And yeah, that'd be awesome. So let's just get back to
better. Not better.
Now, I feel like this could be up a little bit. So these one, we'll put this back to beats mode, maybe put it up 2. And then put this one back to 1 or to 0. So it goes. Actually, let's put all these back to 1 here, or 0, sorry. And then maybe we'll go up 2. That's just really incongruent there. So what I would do here, just because, like, yes, Dillon Francis, he has different notes being played in here. Is it the same thing? Oh, it is the same. Yeah, he does just do the exact same thing. So one thing that you could do to make this a little bit more interesting would be just to go and find a couple more sounds. Like this is in D, so we could just go in here and then just switch up some of the sounds just to make it a little bit more interesting. So here, if this is a D sharp, then we could go, that is 1 up 2 to make it in F. And we could go up 3 to make it the same pattern, the same notes essentially as the first phrase, but now we're switching up the sound. So like, that's a bit too high. Ooh, that's a nice one. Something nice and low like that. So this is in G, so we got to bring it down to G. Yes, 2. 1, 2. And this one, probably going to have to give it some saturation. Sick. So that sounds pretty sweet. And then it's basically, so then the next bit of this is just really bringing in, I'm going to just chop these here so we don't kind of go over on stuff. So it keeps it simple. So then we have basically the main kind of basis there. And then we just want to like switch up. So then what does he do? Puts like a little vocals thing in there. Looks like there also is a little tom sound in there. So if we go into, maybe let's try this pack. Let's go into percussion, toms. Let's just get something in F just because we're already in F. So I'm just going to put in this like little loop section. And we can see it just happens like right here. And it does happen twice. So that's interesting. So it's just like boop, boop. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. And then yeah, so that's pretty much what he's got going on there. Then it's starting in this one. Oh, then we have a nice, really low. Oh, that's the exact one. So let's go there, and we'll put this. Probably bring the we want the low end in that, but we probably want to bring it down. And we don't really need a bass sound at the end there, but then basically from there, it's just rinse and repeat. So we have those cool sounds in there. And then this is what I always encourage, and this is what we teach you in the mentoring program. It's like, it's good to remake these songs. I got a lot of practice out of remaking these songs. And I became a better producer because I'm learning a bunch of tools or and strategies to put into my own songs. But again, this is where like you kind of use stuff as an outline, using reference as an outline, and then you want to just build on it yourself. So you have like an outline. So what I would do here to make this a little bit cooler, a little bit more interesting, would be just to go to town with switching some of these sounds out. So what we have. And And then I'd probably put something like at the end right there. So like we could even go into like a synth shot. We can go to a stab. Just get something in F. So something like that, and then I would just go to town with adding cool stuff. So like a cool little thing here, I'd probably reverse this, put my thing down, flip it in, reverse it, and then put lots of reverb on the end of it. Chop it off right there. Maybe even put it halfway through here. Yeah, and then maybe I'd put this, because I know this tom sound is coming up here. Or where's the tom sound coming? Oh, it's over here. So that's pretty cool. And then again, like horn sounds, big fan of the horns sounds. But I'd probably put it like, maybe I'd reverse this one. Oops, reverse it to have it going into this. And this sound, I do want to make it a little bit thicker. I would go into layering everything just a little bit, making it a little bit stronger, and actually making some of the sounds myself, just to make them pop a little bit better. I love using samples, don't get me wrong, I love using samples, but I would definitely sound design some stuff to make it just fit in the song. This is a very like general overview, and that's something we do teach in the mentor program, is like mixing this down to make it sound all fat. Dillon Francis, he is a boss producer. He's been taught by the best. He knows how to produce and make it sound really solid. Because as you can see, his ideas are pretty simple. Sound design wise, he is using just some stabs, and he definitely puts some in work to make these sounds pop. But you can get a similar result by just following this process, and then going over to, and then just adding in your own sexy bits here. So more stuff that I'd like to add here, maybe I'd probably go into some vocals. Let's go into our Finish Better Music sample pack. Let's go into vocals. That's a cool sound. Let's add that in there so we can put onto here. This is in F sharp minor. I'd probably bring these in to, let's bring it back down to F. Probably bring it down over up in here. And I'd probably take this one out of there, every second one out of there. Let's fiddle around with this, maybe bring this down. And honestly, just going in from there, it's just putting cool stuff in everywhere. Just like finding cool, unique sounds. You just kind of flip them around, reverse them. Let's go some synth plucks. I like that sound. And you're just putting random stuff in place. Let's bring this up more because that's a little bit too quiet. Like having stuff in. And what was this in? This is in A. So A, let's bring it down. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4. Because this is kind of like the second bit of it. We could even put it like right there. And you could even go like, even on this section here where we switch it up, like we could even add in some more. We could go do, just putting these back there. just to give it, again, a little bit more variance in things, and we can just switch and probably end it right there. So again, if you got any value of this, smash like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. If you would like to go deeper, again, we have some of our free Finish Better Music sample packs, project breakdowns, and free guides. This one's super awesome. I spent a lot of time writing this. It's about 8 pages of super detailed information explaining what you need to get right before releasing your music. So there's like, you get things you need to check, and I show you in detail in all the Ableton settings, the things you need to get right. And you can check out what our mentoring program is all about over at FinishBetterMusic.com. And if you'd like to chat with me and have a 1-hour chat via Zoom, and we'll go over your song, give you feedback on one of your songs, I'll show you exactly a plan of how to get it to the next level, show you exactly what it needs, where it's lacking, what's going good, what's going bad. And at the end of the call, you will leave with a plan of what to do next. Now, if you want to choose to work together after that, it's completely up to you, and we can figure that out. Again, we don't accept everyone into the program because I want to make sure that everyone's a badass and they will get results. So that's a part on me, and then also the other parts on you. So if that's something you're interested in, there's a link down in the description below. You can fill it out. All this information just gives me the things that I need to know to basically come up with a custom plan to help you achieve your goals. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely check that out. Again, these calls fill up pretty fast because they are free, and I only have a certain amount of time every day to kind of talk with people because I have a lot of work to do. But yeah, check it out. Love to help you out. This is what I do. I just love helping our students. Our students have gotten mad success. Like, they're being released on Monster Cat, revealed recordings, confessions, gotten hundreds of thousands of plays. Like, they're doing really good. And I really put a lot into this. Like, you can see all the people on our mentoring program. You can, again, we put full names there so you can hit them up, ask them what their experience was. I just give my all in this thing. Like, I really, really, really just put it all out there and really try to help everybody. I want to make this the best mentoring program in the fucking world. So if that's interesting to you, and you'd like a free chat with me to see how we can work together, definitely fill out the form. But yeah, this is sounding super tight. Again, I always say this is the easiest part of making a track, because it's just slapping samples together, slapping ideas together. When it comes down to the logistics of things, of like, is this sound going to work? Is it going to sound good when it's mixed? How do I fill out the entire sound? So I'm not just doing this like drop section, but I'm actually making a song that's 3 minutes. How long is this song? This song is 3 minutes and 15 seconds, 30 seconds. How am I going to make a song that this length, interesting from start to finish? Now, there's a lot of elements into it. We've just talked about the drop today, but if you would like to help with that, just really try to recreate tracks, learn what's going on in them. And if you like help, hit me up. All right, until next week, peace.